that is make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday night, a little bit past 7 o'clock. Even though it is the holiday, hey, it is what it is. It's time. One more time, everybody, for the Big Time Show podcast. That is being seen and heard live right now on the Facebook page, of course, of my personal Facebook page, and very soon it will be. I don't know why I am so janky, but sometimes I don't think too quick. I'm so excited that I forget to put it on another page, but it is being seen and heard live right now on the Big Time Show Facebook page, as well as my personal page, the Big Time Show YouTube page. It is being seen on Twitch and on my Twitter page as well. And of course, at the primary home, or the original home of the podcast, which is, of course, Podbean. What is going on tonight? I understand folks probably a little sleepy. Most people, I'm quite sure, had some type of grill food, or if you haven't, you ate something. No question about it. So I know some of you are sleepy. I know some of you are still with your families right now, and some of you are out of town, or whatever the case may be, or whenever you may watch this. But as the old saying goes, the show must go on. Yes. And so here I am, the Big Time Show again. One more time. Hello to everybody that is live with me now. I'll speak to you in just a moment. And then we'll go ahead and talk a little bit, and then we'll close up the shop for the day. All right. Y'all, I ain't looked at the chat yet, but you know, sometimes you just gotta clap for yourself. Yeah. There's a lot of things that are going on personally for me. And I'm excited about it. Very excited. A lot of things are going on. And you guys will find out about that. And I don't mean to talk in riddles, but don't want to put it out there too quick until everything is concrete. Okay? Until everything is concrete, then we can talk about it. I don't know I know where I want to begin, but I want to get all the preliminaries out of the way. Listen, if you're watching my Facebook, you have the stars there. And then, of course, if you're on YouTube, the super chats are available for you. Right there, if you want to contribute to the podcast, you can do it that way as well. What else? I think that's it. for now. Yeah, that's it for now. Let's go ahead and move on. This is a gigantic week because it's week one. The talk is over. It's nothing to talk about no more. It's not. It's nothing to talk about anymore. It's time to go to work. Look, the flight to New York is scheduled. You know, the game is on at about 7:15, 7:20 Sunday night. Look, it makes no difference what go on between now and practice and if somebody gets sick, it don't make no. If you throw up, it don't make no difference. Sunday night on the way. It's over with. What's going on? I got hey, let me speak. What's up, Thomas? I see you, Mr. I see you, Eastside, Talib. What's going on? Let me see on Podbean. I see a Island, iDoc, Foul. Appreciate you coming on. Listen, I hope you guys will share. Hope you guys would share it to your groups. This might be a light show tonight. I realize it's the holiday. But I had to do this now because I don't know when the next time I get to you guys. It may be Saturday. It might be. So I just had to keep the schedule for tonight. I'm going to try my best to definitely come on before Sunday night. It may even be that Sunday. A little pregame hype maybe. But I tell you what I'm not going to do. I promise you this. I mean, it's gonna have to take something serious. I'm not doing no watch parties. I I never had. Now I realized what it could do because usually you're on a watch party with other guys and all that kind of stuff. What's up, Coach? What's going on? I know I could do that, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. I mean, on Sunday. I just can't do that. I can't do that. I'm sorry. It's just because I get too emotional, and then y'all get to see me act the fool. You get to see me not be Bishop. You get to see me just be the Cowboy fan, and I hate for myself to forget that I'm live while I'm about to throw something in my TV. You understand? So I can't do that. I can't afford to do that. I just can't. Others can. I can't afford to do that. I don't wanna be talking and folk calling me and I look at the phone and it could be one of y'all. And I just look at the phone just like this and push the ignore button. See, I don't want to do that to you. And you know it's you calling me. And you know I got your phone number in my ID. And then I just look at it just like this and then I just hang. I don't want to do that to you. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to do that to you. So I don't want to. But most of all, I did it with West Coast and Henny and Landlord for a preseason game. Man, I was live for 3 hours. Man, what? I can't. Look, and then the game is on Sunday night. I got to go to work Monday morning. And as y'all know, I'm a little older than a lot of you. Man, I can't. I mean, I'll be up for the Cowboys. I'll be hyped before it. Man, I might start getting sleepy and stuff. Y'all be live and then I'll be nodding like this. Then all of a sudden 5 plays. I wake up and y'all gonna be mad like to leave. See, I can't do it. I won't do no water. I doubt I'll do that. I do. You will have to take somebody off that. I might say, even West. Even if West, actually. And then, of course, y'all can even skip up further. You may be a player ahead. You might be a player ahead. Somebody saying, I should be good. should be good. Sorry. Press. Y'all should hear me pretty good. All right. Y'all didn't hear none of my little diatribe there. Well, I think some of y'all did because y'all laughing. I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can't. Folk got to folk. I had to turn off my camera sometimes. You just can't sit down like this for 3 hours. I got back problems. I can't sit down here for no 3 hours straight. I got to, I'm, I may have to use the restroom or something like that. Then I don't need y'all gauging how long I've been gone, because then y'all be trying to figure out what I'm doing in the bathroom. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't allow that. You see what I'm saying? I can't. Y'all. I can't do that. So y'all may have to miss me. I just come. I might do a. Um, mm, I might do a post game show, and yes, that might even be on Sunday evening. Quick one, because it's gonna be about 10:30, 11 o'clock when the game over with. I might do a just a post game show, something that I can control, maybe 15, 20 minutes or so, and then I'll come back on that Monday. So I'll do that. But in the meantime, y'all didn't come to hear all that. Let me go ahead. Matter of fact, can everybody hear me now? Can everybody hear me now? Everybody can hear me. Give me likes, please. I need y'all to smash that like button. I really need you guys, all of your help, because when you push that like button, like for instance, just do this now. If you don't mind, if you will, just do this now. If you're watching by Facebook, especially, uh, and also YouTube, if you push that heart button. But if you push on Facebook the like button, just do it about 10 times. It's gonna take you less than 10 seconds. I'm talking about like rapid. Just do that for me, and you don't understand. The way the algorithm works is that the more people that like the show, the more that they comment. I guess, in a very weird sense, I guess Facebook figured out, hey, you must be pretty popular. Your show must be popular. And what Facebook would do is suggest your show to other faces. In other words, if I can reach maybe, um, let's just say I reach 1,000 people just with this show here. Well, if it's really liked and all that kind of stuff, what will happen is they'll put it in front of another 1,000 or 2,000 people. And that, of course, is how the show grows. Uh, in the last 28 days, I'll let you in on it. I looked at the insights. My show has been seen by over 28,000 people. If I can pull it up, I'll show you right here by Facebook. Just on Facebook alone, over the last 28 days. That's why I was trying to tell y'all the show is growing. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know how this stuff is working like this. I put it in my post that when God breathes on some stuff, you just don't need to figure out. You just need to keep doing what you're doing. When God breathes on your stuff. See, I've been doing this for a while, but I ain't had I've had somewhat of a push. Lately, I've had a tremendous push that I don't understand. I'm not trying to figure it out. Things are happening. Let me just put it that way. So you guys are a part of it, because I looked at one of these shows we had. We're averaging maybe about 85 plus comments per show. Anytime you get over triple digits in comments, that's huge. That's why, I love the chat. We don't have a problem here on my show with the chat, because you guys are always talking. I try to highlight your comments, or either I talk about your comments. So it's really not hard to get that. But every time we have a large chat commentary, that's huge for the show. And I appreciate everybody who gets involved or wants your voice to be heard or whatever the case. Now the call-in line, that don't do nothing. But I do that because you guys, with the exception of Eastside Harold, of course, who, as y'all can see, is already here as usual. Other than him, y'all usually talking about something. So, uh, it just would however way you can contribute would be fine. All right. Let's talk Cowboys because that's why y'all came. Let's talk. I got on my note. First things first, I ain't had a chance to talk about it, but as you know, Terrance Steele got paid. Deservingly so, I may add. He got paid. Big contract, 5-year deal, 86 million, I believe. Huge payday for him. Happy for him. He's worked his butt off. Looks like he's not going to miss no time. Hey. Oh, wow. Yo, you are appreciated for Southern Arkansas. I didn't even know I live here in the South, but I appreciate it, man. Whoever your quack is. I appreciate you, quack. Southern Arkansas, okay? Southern Arkansas in the house. Joe is in the house over there in Italy. Appreciate you, Joe. Terrance Steele deserves to get paid, ladies and gentlemen. And I got three things really to say on that. And I ain't got to go through all the details by now. You already know 5-year, $86 million, whatever it was, guaranteed. Big money for Terrance Steele. He has what up, Coach? Salute to one of the all-time greats at our high school, Coach Luckett, who I played ball with. When I was a sophomore, he was a senior. Eddie Woods is here, my best friend. We all played ball with Luckett, legend at Kirby High School here in Memphis, Tennessee. Coach, I believe he coaches at Overton now. And I didn't like Coach the way y'all did our boys Friday night. It's a shame that you went to Kirby, Coach, and you treated your home school like that. I'm upset with you. We got to talk about that because they need to get you over there at Kirby. That's all I need to say. That's what need to happen. Eddie Wood, Dwayne Luckett coaches at Overton, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Coach. And he need to be over there at Kirby. And ain't no question about it. But and Overton beat Kirby. I think they shut them out, actually. I think they put 40 on us. I ain't like that at all. I almost want to get out there and hit somebody myself. Once I saw what was going on, I was going to leave from my home, just go kidnap one of them boys and put the jerseys on and just come on out there and just handle a few businesses right there. What's up, cool? I see you. That's what I wanted to do. Then I realized I was 50 years old, and I said, well, maybe I need to just stick with podcasting. I'd have had 3. Oh, I'm sorry, Coach. Okay, you was at Overton. You need to leave. Oh, you're at White Station. You at the wrong school, Coach. And I understand. We got to figure out a way to get our home guys who's back at coaching to get them back home at Kirby. That's what need to happen. I know I'm jumping the gun, but look, I know Stephen Hunter. That's the principal over there. I know him. He's a preacher like I am. I know him. I may need to talk to him. That's all I'm going to say. Hey, I need it. Man, I appreciate you, Con, man. Of course, you the running back coach. Dwayne Luckett. Coach Luckett, of course you the running back coach. You know what you're talking about. That's what you did. I'm not surprised. You need to get out of there. Come on home to Kirby. Don't worry about it. I'm on the job. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Y'all better ask somebody. I know it. I know who he is. What's up, Lee? All right, so let me get back to it because I got thrown off. Okay. Terrance Steele got paid. He deserved it. His work ethic, I heard Coach McCarthy say today that the man was in rehab from the time he got out of the hospital to now. Same time every day. The work ethic is there. He's worked his butt off to get back on the field this year, which means it looks like he is going to be week 1 starter. Now, nobody got, of course, he tore his ACL. He's back, quicker than what everybody thought he would be. He will be playing on Sunday night. huge for us. Not only is it huge because now we've locked up everybody. Everybody's locked up except Biotish. And, I don't think Tyron Smith is gonna be here that much longer. Tyler Smith is locked up. I believe Biotish is gonna get his. Zach just signed his. Now still, that's what you want to do. Want to lock up the offensive lineman. That's good business. No doubt about it. I'm quite sure Dak Prescott is happy because of that. I have no question about it. I know he happy because he has a line that he pretty much can depend on. So that's big. Uh, However, number two out of that is that see, some of y'all upset now because you wanted to dictate who was going to get extended. Stephen Jones said it months ago. He said before the season started, he wanted to lock up he wanted to extend at least 2 or 3 guys. Now, he said that. He just didn't tell you who. The Cowboy fan base assumed who those 3 were. And then once your guy, who you assumed it would be, did not get paid, you thinking that Jerry and Stephen Jones don't know what they're doing. No, sir. That is not the case. No, ma'am. That is not the case. They know exactly what they're doing, and they know exactly how they're doing it. We assumed that CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott was going to be extended. That's what we assumed. Jerry and Stephen didn't say that. They already had a plan, and they got it done. The extensions, we were saying who soon as somebody got paid, the next thing you heard from a lot of Cowboy fans, they said, okay, well then this guy here is next. And we didn't hear nothing like that from Steven and all. We just were waiting, and they took care of the business. So since Terrance Steele has gotten paid, since Zach Martin, who really wasn't on the list, but he got paid, and since other guys have got extended, Trayvon Diggs got extended. Guess what? Those your 2 or 3. That's it. That's it. Plenty of money out there. That's it, y'all. And so what I'm thinking is gonna happen is that I just can't see CD signing because I've already told y'all about that. Okay. I've already told y'all, and today's signing in a backwards type of way, it once again shows how I'm not saying how they feel about that, but the plan for Dak, as far as extension goes, they're showing you. They're not going to do it this year. Contrary to all that yep they were talking earlier, talking about Dak. We want to take care of Dak now. No, we didn't. Because if you did, you would have took care of him first. That's the biggest piece of the pie. Nah, you didn't want to take care of Dak. You just wanted that to please the fan base. Because if you want to take care of Dak would have been taken care of first. That's where the money is. Where they throwing money around now, I don't even think Dak was even in the plans. Too much money been given out. Look at the contracts. Trayvon contract. Look at Steele's contract. Look at Zach Martin's extension. Just those 3 alone. Look, they re-signed Hooker. Remember? They re-signed. Come on now. Look at all the people that they took care of. I don't think Dak was even in the equation. Because if you would have took care of Dak first, you wouldn't have been able to sign everybody else. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Metris. Look at this. Thank you, Metris. Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, Trayvon, Zach Martin, Steele. Look how much money is right there. Dak wasn't in that. This all is telling me. I don't know how it's telling y'all, but this all is telling me that Dak wasn't even in the situation. Because if Dak was in the situation, I guarantee you 1 or 2 of these guys wouldn't have got no money this year. It's a plan by the Cowboys. And a lot of Cowboy fans, because I saw it in the chat earlier today, y'all upset. Or when Terrance Steele got paid, folks were upset because Dak Prescott ain't got paid. It's obvious what the Jones family are doing. That it's not even in the equation this year. It's not. You're not going to pay CeeDee Lamb $27-28 million a year, or the extension, even though the extension will start the following year. But they can't commit to that. Those two are going to be huge. And Michael Parsons, of course, is eligible next year. Michael Parsons is eligible to get an extension next year. So Dak may be second on the list again. I'm just telling you. He might be third. I mean, he might pay CeeDee Lamb before Dak. And the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling y'all, and look, y'all can be mad all day, all you want. I'm about to say something in a second about the Jones family, but I'm gonna hold it just for a second. Look, you can be mad all you want. They know what they're doing. You may not like it. They know what they're doing. They do. They honestly do. And I got to go ahead and say this. Jerry is just a clown. But that's just in front of the camera. Since he's the one that's writing the checks, trust me, he got a lot to do with all this. His language is much different behind closed doors than it is in front of a microphone. He just showed you all that, and he was playing poker with Zach Martin. But remember what he was talking about with Zach Martin, that he wasn't, said I'm not paying, we can't pay him right now. That's what he said about Zach Martin. Remember that? He's saying we can't pay Zach Martin. We ain't doing that. We can't. Look, he's just going to have to hold out. You know what I'm saying? He just we ain't doing that. And say, we got to make a stance here. And while he was making a stance, he is already getting numbers together with Zach. So he knows how to play the game. You see what I'm saying? This guy is a poker player, for real. He's an oil man. He's slick. You understand? That's how Jerry is. So behind closed doors, it was quite different. Jerry have wrote some serious checks this offseason. I ain't never seen this before. It's been a long time. Usually this type of money would go to one person or two. I ain't never seen it like this. Which, in a sense, ladies and gentlemen, lets you know now, when you look at the trades of Gilmore and Cooks, and then you look at this money that's being played out, let me tell y'all, Cowboys all in this year. I know we ain't never hardly said that about our franchise, but it's obvious. They're putting all their eggs in one basket for this year. They're going for it. Now, will that equate to it? I don't know. But I have no question that the Cowboys are going all in this year. Now, this is what I want to say about the Jones family. And we all done talked about it. We talked about how cheap Steven is. We talked about that Jared need to get out the way. We the only credit we gave to anybody pretty much was Will McClay. Not too many people said anything bad about Will. We talked about Jerry and Steven like dogs. I myself included in it. But I think it's time that the narrative has to change. And here's the reason why. Now, all of us that talked about Jerry like a dog, this is what we got to admit. We have to admit that. Number one, over the last 5 to 6 years, They have built a pretty good football team, y'all. I mean, come on now. You almost can go back to a decade. I'm just saying for real. If the general manager's job is to find or find the best players or develop players to make them, way better than what they were drafted, there is no way that you can honestly say that they have not done their job. Now, you might want to give the credit to Will McClay and the scouting staff. I mean, you can do that all you want. At the end of the day, the book starts with Jerry. He's the general manager. He obviously makes decisions. He just showed us that by the Trey Lance deal, that he'll make the deal, whether you consider it be a good one or a bad one. It just shows that he does what he said. He said that the buck stopped with him. He proved it because he didn't tell nobody. Nobody. They over the last probably the 6 to 10 years, they've done their job, y'all. Now it didn't equate to nothing. I ain't even talking about world championships or playoff wins and all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't because of the talent wasn't there. It was not because the talent wasn't there. Let's just call it like it is. It was not because the talent was not there. The talent has been there. It has. The talent has been there. And that is, if the coaches are not picking the players, they have input, but Jerry Jones is the one that's signing these deals over. Steven is getting them the money together and showing how to cackle. Jerry probably don't understand the cap. That's what Steven come into play. They've built a pretty good football team, and I believe that this season is the culmination of at least the last three to 4 years. There's so much depth on this team. There's so much depth on this team that it is, man, come on now. You got to give them some credit. You may not like them, but you got to give them some credit. Now, I said that. I'm done with that part. Here's the last part that I've already kind of said. With Terrance Steele getting paid, because I saw a couple comments in here in the chat. With Terrance Steele getting paid, it's just and with each day that goes by that Dak Prescott does not get an extension, it just strengthens what I said on the last show. That there's something fishy going on. And yeah, Trey Lance is involved in that. It may not be this year, but the party is going to start on that next year. I'm telling y'all, each person that gets paid and the name is not Dak Prescott, there's something fishy going on. See, you were not even worried about CeeDee Lamb. We know CeeDee Lamb is going to get paid. There's some of you that are crying about Tony Pollard getting paid. I don't think Tony Pollard is going to get paid next year. I believe Tony Pollard is going to walk away because if he have another pretty good year this year, his price tag does not go down, it goes up. And the Cowboys are not going to want to pay a running back double digit, in salary per year. It's just not what they want to do. They don't want to do that. And so that's why I said they're all in this year. They're not going to give. If Pollard have a good year, Tony Pollard will have the right to ask for at least $13, $14, $15 million. We already know they're not going to pay that. They're not going to pay it. And I don't think Tony's going to take no team-friendly deal. So this, in my view, this is the last year of Tony Pollard. I hate to say that because I know what he's capable of, but I just don't see it happening. So with each name that goes by, I think Meach is the one that brought it up. Somebody said earlier, Michael Parsons is up for extension next year. If he puts up a Defensive Player of the Year award this year, we already pretty much know, unless he get injured, he probably will be an All-Pro again this year. That'll be 3 years in the league, 3 years in All-Pro, 3 years in the Pro Bowl. I mean, his price tag gonna go sky high. So you possibly just get the picture, y'all. So what you gonna have is, if Cincinnati take care of Joe Burrow this season, and extend him this season at some point this season, or who knows, maybe before week 1. I mean, before Sunday. If they take care of him, then the next quarterback that would be next would be Dak Prescott. And there are a lot of people saying that with the salary cap going up, that Dak Prescott is probably going to make right at $60 million a year, which of course would be the highest paid quarterback in history. And if you do that, even if you only make 55, 56, 57, he'll probably still be the highest paid. Whatever Joe Burrow gonna get, he gonna go higher. That's what has to happen, because he's next. Whether you think he can play it, whether you think he ain't all, whatever, he's next. He's gonna get it. So imagine the picture next year. You're gonna have the highest paid quarterback in the league in history, and then Michael Parsons would be the highest paid defensive player in history. Because whatever is it Aaron Donald, if I'm not mistaken, or whoever it is, Michael Parsons is going to obliterate whoever the highest defensive player contract is. Michael Parsons is going to double. It's going to be crazy. There's no way have the highest paid offensive player and the highest paid defensive player in the same year. It's not gonna happen unless the salary cap goes way up in there. That's the only way. They're not gonna do it, y'all. I mean, I guess. Look, I guess I need to prepare us for next season at the same time. We ain't got the week 1, but it's kind of common sense to me. Oh, we headed for a heartbreak. We headed for heartbreak in the next 2 years or so, for real. There's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to be here. We might as well get ready for that. I'm just telling you. But every person that get paid and Dak not getting paid is shaky to me. It's fishy. All right? Now, I want to hold you two guys, so let's get to the business at hand. Get excited, ladies and gentlemen. Week 1 is here. Sunday night, the whole world, people like Eastside Harold, the born hater himself, we'll be watching the Dallas Cowboys cheering hard for Big Blue. The Giants cheering hard, just hoping and wishing. Let me go on kill Eastside right now. He want the Cowboys to lose so bad. He do. But once we win, this what all the haters would say. Because, Cowboy Nation going to go crazy when we win. That's just what we do. He going to get on here and say, man, y'all just happy because y'all beat the Giants? Y'all happy just for one win? That's all we played is one. Yeah. See, I'm going to kill him now because he might well get ready. Because, see, he hoping that he just hoping, wishing. Hope just already just hoping Daniel Jones have a Heisman Trophy-like moment. That's what he hoping for. He already got his speech together. Both sides. He already got it together. So he said you ain't got to waste your time coming on here because you ain't going to be able to stand anyway. Matter of fact, are you going to watch your Houston Texans play? There he is. Henry the Moore is here. I got royalty in the building. My brother is here. Y'all know him as Henry the Moore, but some of us know him by his name now, old Gary Aaron. Man. We call him Henny. You might as well get ready. Week 1 is here. Talking is over. Whoever it is, that's that. Hey, Etta, what's going on? Whoever gonna get on that airplane so be it. If folks are hurt, they can't play, the time and schedule is not changing. And I said all that to say because what we just heard about Tyler Smith's hamstring. Just in case you haven't heard, he left practice today. The apparent tightness in his hamstring. They reported say they don't believe it's serious, more precautionary type of, taking them away from practice. You hope that's what it is. You hope that there's nothing wrong there. But, for those of us that have had hamstring issues, you've had it before, that hamstrings are very unpredictable. And if there's a little twitch turns into big twitches when it comes to the hamstring. We don't know what it is, so there's no sense of speculating. I will say I want him to be right. We need him. So I'll just go and play worst case scenario. If he can't go or if he goes down or something like that, we might see TJ Bass, who a lot of you guys like. And he made the team, of course, and a lot of people were glad that he did. And a lot of people like what he brings to the table. If not him, another candidate would be Richards, who had a pretty good our draft pick this year, who had a pretty good preseason, shocked a lot of people actually of how well he played. That's what he's talking about. Oh no, I'm sorry, Joe. The Texans playing Baltimore. Lord have mercy. Eastside, don't you even come on my show, man. Eastside, don't look. If the Texans get their brains kicked in by Baltimore, or if you lose, period, don't come here talking about the Cowboys because we won. That's why I always tell you, worry about your team. See? So you won't be talking too much anyway when it comes to Houston, Texas. See? Because y'all, God bless Domingo Ryans and all them, but don't come on my show, Eastside, because you ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. Period. Because if you come on here talking, I'm gonna talk bad about the Houston Texans. No, I ain't, because it's a waste of my time. I'm expecting y'all to do. Shit. But anyway, if Smith can't go, which I would believe that he is, but if he is going, we're straight. Now, we got to go to work. It's on now. All this talk that we've done, all this talk that this defense have done, our defense have done, we all recognize what they are on paper. Our defense, which is what I think is the strongest point of the team this year. But you gotta go do it now. And I believe they will. I believe this offense is going to surprise a lot of people. I believe that they're going to score. I really do. I don't think it's going to be a drop off at all. If anything, it might even get just a tad bit more explosive. Okay. See, when you eliminate, and y'all ain't going to like what I'm about to say, when you eliminate Ezekiel Elliott from this, and a lot of y'all that wanted Ezekiel Elliott to come back, you know good and well, as you saw last year, you saw the battering ram that he was, that was only going for one, when they stick it, run it up the middle. He had a good year though. 12 touchdowns. Most of that was in the, in the red zone area, goal line area. Good. But let's just be honest. The explosiveness and when we really wanted to get the offense really popping, that's when Pollard was in the game. Ezekiel had his place, but he was not Tony Pollard. He couldn't do the things Pollard could do. It's going to be an explosive offense. When you add Brandon Cooks there, a healthy Michael Gallup is going to be explosive. So I think that offense is going to surprise a lot of people. Now, here's the thing that you Giant fans that may be watching this, and you Cowboy haters, if you putting all your eggs in one basket for the New York Giants, you might want to check your eggs because and I know it's history. I understand that, but let's just be honest. Dak Prescott does not have a problem with the NFC East, and that includes your beloved Philadelphia Eagles. I believe the record is 27-6, if I'm not mistaken. As far as the Giants goes, the last 10 games that Dak Prescott has lined up against or played against the Giants, they're 10-0. And the bottom line, as I said a couple shows ago, the Giants don't belong. They don't. There is an area where they do belong. I give them credit. Which is why there are a couple of problems that are on the Giants that could be they can become a real problem if we don't hit them in the mouth early. Show you what I'm talking about. Number one, most important, they got a pretty good defensive line. They do. Big Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Thibodeau, and then the addition of Isaiah Simmons, who will be on the line at times as well. That's pretty good, y'all. That's pretty good. They cause problems. Dexter Lawrence caused problems. Big Williams, I call him Big Daddy Williams. He's a problem. Thibodeau in his second year has had a great preseason. Can get to the quarterback, obviously. Isaiah Simmons is a different type of dude. They could be a problem if we don't handle them. And that's what offensive line come into play. If we don't handle them, they can wreck a game. Their defense was ranked in the top. I believe they finished at 10 last year. Real good defense. Then you add a Simmons in there, which makes it better. To be honest with y'all, for those that want us to run the ball, we're going to do that, but let's be honest, their secondary is weak. They don't have a good secondary. I'm expecting Dak Prescott to come out and throw the ball. I'm expecting us to beat them that way. And so y'all don't get mad now when you see Dak throw it maybe about 35 times or so. Don't get mad. It's just that's the matchup. That's the matchup. They have a pretty good defensive line. Our offensive line, we got to see if they can handle them consistently. I mean, and then the way we're gonna do that, if it was me, that 2 tight end set is gonna be pretty important. I think we're gonna see a lot of that, just so we can go ahead and start hammering these guys. I think that's gonna be the way to get it really going. But make no mistake about it, the mismatch is going to be our wide receivers against their defense, their secondary. And that's going to be the matchup I think that we're going to exploit. So I believe, yes, you're going to see Dak Prescott throw it a whole lot. I do. And I'm going to be honest with you, I would. See, they can, and we're going to find out exactly what's going on with that. Number 2, and I guess and this was my order. Your order may be different. Number 2 potential problem is always Saquon Barkley, who the Cowboys have not really had a problem with. What I've learned about Saquon, you hear it ever since he's been there. He has this Barry Sanders type feel to him. And what I mean is that he can get stopped for a whole, he can get stopped for a whole game, and then all of a sudden he'll get the ball and break one for 50. That's just how he is. We cannot allow him to have big plays against us. Which goes to our original question for the last 8 to 10 years now. Can we stop the run? That's It's really simple. The Giants really don't have much, but they got two players, and the next second one I'm gonna get into in a second that could cause real problems. Saquon is one of those guys. Saquon can be a problem. He's good. We just can't allow him to have these crazy Madden 24 like plays where he breaks a couple plays, 20 plus yards. You just can't let that happen. You can't let him get him. We got to put a hat on him nonstop. It's really simple. The Cowboys know that. He is the focus of our defense. If we shut him down, we really shouldn't have really that much of a problem. I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I ain't going to even talk about him. Other than, he'll run the ball. And, I'm quite sure the Cowboys know that. So I'm quite sure that we'll be ready for that. He's going to make a couple plays with his legs. He usually does. But as far as him passing the ball and all that kind of stuff, I don't believe in him. Okay? I don't believe in him. It's just me. So I'm not really worried about him passing the ball, and they still don't have a number one receiver. They did get that kid from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt, who I love. I like him, and he's fast. He can get behind the defense. He's pretty good. He's pretty good, but he's a rookie, and you're going against Gilmore and Diggs, and I'll take my chances with Gilmore and Diggs. I'm just saying, it's just common sense to me. However, what he does have is something that I believe is a real problem for us, and that is Darren Waller. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really, and I know y'all gonna say Javon Curse, and I don't think he can handle Waller. I don't think we don't have anybody because you ain't putting a corner on. Now we line up nickel, we might can do that. If we line the nickel up, in a nickel, base, or a big nickel, we might can go and match up somewhat better with him. But I don't think we have anybody that can guard him. He's too good. Darren Waller's that good. He is. And I believe that he will be the favorite target as far as the passing game goes of Daniel Jones. So it's obvious that we have to pay attention to him. We have to pay attention to him all game long when they're on offense. We have to. Because if we don't, he can hurt us. He can. Those are the two things that we Saquon and Daniel Jones is a serious problem. Could be. I think Waller is going to be a problem. I just talked about him, Keith William, but I ain't really worried about him because he just gonna have to get us. I'm gonna take my chances on Gilmore and Diggs when it comes to him. Daniel Jones is gonna have to beat. He's just gonna have to, in order to get it to him, you got to beat Gilmore and Diggs. I'm putting my money on those two when it comes to Hyde or whoever else they got out there. I just don't think we got anybody. However, they can deal with Waller. Pass rush is what's gonna have to help us on that. William, you just coming in. I already talked about that. They just took him off the field. All reports say it's nothing serious. I think it was more precautionary when it comes to Tyler Smith, hamstring. But I don't think we have anybody that can really deal with him. Oh, no question. That's a phone call. Yeah. I believe that's my. I'm more scared of Darren Waller than I am of Saquon. Now that might trip y'all out. Cause the only reason why I'm saying that, I just don't think we have an answer for him. I'm serious. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Hey Terry, I see you, brother. I'm gonna call it like I see it. I really just don't see where we really have a true answer for him. I don't think Javon Curse can handle him. He might get a couple plays, but I'm just saying, overall, that you have to put your money on Waller than you would Curse. And I know Curse can guard people. I get that. Um, and that's if we're going man to man too. It's gonna be kind of interesting to see how Dan Quinn is gonna attack, what type of pass and defense he come up. See, if we go man to man against Waller, there's nobody that can guard him 1-on-1 on our team. Nobody. Nobody. I can't see it. So I'm more worried about him. I believe that our run defense is going to be much better, and that'll kind of, with Saquon, just got to make sure that all those cutback lanes are covered pretty good. Cause that's what Saquon does. He has the Barry Sanders type feel. Might stop him 4 plays for 6 yards, and then all of a sudden get that 5th play and he gone for 60. That's what Barry Sanders used to do. So he can be handled. We've handled him before, so he can be handled. It ain't no question. But the big piece is there now, and I appreciate Jalen Hyde, but I got 2 guys that can flat out play cornerback in this team. So if Jalen Hyde beats them, then he just beats Diggs, and so I ain't really worried about him. All you got to do is make sure he ain't wide open on these fakes and all that kind of stuff. That's how you got to control him. But Diggs can run with him. I don't know if Gilmore can run, but Gilmore's loaded with technique, and he's a rookie. Gilmore know how to put his hands on him, jam him up, treat him like the rookie that he is, and we just have to take our chances. But Darren Waller, man, let me tell y'all. Look, as long as his only problem has been injuries. That's it. Some folks say he quit on the Raiders one year and all that kind of stuff. Look, when he's on the field, he is a real mismatch. Can't be guarded, especially if you're going man to man. Can't put a linebacker on him. You asking for trouble then. Can't put a linebacker on him. If you go big nickel, the cornerback may be fast enough to stay with him. Then now he's too small. He can box you out. He's 6'7", if I'm not mistaken. 6'6", 6'7", or something like that. Quick as a cat, hands out this world. Just a hybrid type tight end. He's different. He is. You can't put a linebacker on him. Can't really put a corner on them. They too small. Safety. But can you get, safety is good a bit, but do you have a safety that can go man to man? That's why I'm thinking that Quinn might be doing a little something different. I believe it's going to be kind of a mixture. And then, of course, like I said before, our pass rush is going to take care of a lot of this stuff because the ball going to have to come out quicker. And that's where we'll probably get Daniel Jones. Plus, Daniel Jones, look, that's the reason why I'm saying this, because Daniel Jones, y'all talk about Dak, Cowboy fans talking about Dak like a dog. Daniel Jones don't see the field too well. Never has. Now, he may have taken a little jump. I would suppose he has. But he don't see the field that well. That's why I think zone may come into play. It's easy to read man to man. All you got to do is get somebody going a crossing route. I mean, bam. See, we get in front of the defender, you're on the crossing route and go. But in a zone, see, next week, we may not run a whole lot of zone because we're dealing with Aaron Rodgers. You're going to have to mix it up with him. But Daniel Jones, he just got to show me. I don't believe in him. I don't believe in him. And so here's my thing. And this is where I need you guys' help at. This is why I need you guys' help. I don't think the game is going to be close. I don't think the Giants belong. And when I say close, I'm talking about a 10 plus point win, which in the NFL is a lot. Yeah. It's a 10-point win in the NFL. That's a lot. 10 plus points. I don't think it's going to be close. I don't. I think the Cowboys will score 30 points this week. 30 plus points. And I think that the Giants will be glad to get 22 and above. And I may be stretching it out because if the defense do what I think they're going to do, they may not get 20. They ain't that great. I'm serious, y'all. This week here, I've been saying it for the last 6 to 8 weeks. The Giants don't belong. I don't care because they playing at home. I know they're going to be hyped at the beginning of the night. I believe they're going to be hyped and full of a lot of energy and all that kind of stuff. They first drive and their first time on defense, they're going to be hyped, and they may make us look kind of, behind or something. I get that. But after that, I'm looking for us to be settled down and go to work on these guys. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think Cowboys gonna send a statement. Since the whole world gonna be watching, I think they're gonna send a statement. Now we playing the Jets, I'll be talking different. I'll be talking differently about the Jets next week. But this game here, we need to destroy them guys. I'm going 31-17. William, you know me so well. William Keith, that was the first thing that I talked about. Our O-line. Their D-line. I said you guys hear me? I see Joe said he couldn't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, I got you. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we good now. All right. So this is what I need you guys to do. I want to see if y'all thinking what I'm thinking. I don't know why my stuff is like that. I don't know why. Okay. Give me your score real quick. From something else happened. Give me your score. Thank you. I see you. Give me your score. What you guys are thinking. Let's get East Side out the way first. See, I already know he finna. I already know he finna say something crazy. East Side, go on, put your score up. Don't tell me what. Since you ain't gonna watch your game anyway, Houston Texans game. Y'all playing Baltimore. Y'all actually that game won't be close either. But don't even worry about Baltimore, Houston. Since you worry about us, I got Joe. Oh my God, Joe. Lord have mercy, Joe. Talib says 35-19. Joe says 55-14. Wee. Yeah, that's total annihilation. Talib says 35-19. My brother Terry says 31-17. That's about where I got it, right about in that area. Talib ain't too far off. So everybody got the Cow so far. Got the Cowboys scoring over 30 points. That's for sure. So we're looking for a big night Sunday night. A big night. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. And yeah, I understand, Joe. Joe said he got the confidence in his team. I get it. I got confidence in them too. I believe we're gonna rip these guys apart. I think it's gonna be different than what we're thinking though. I think that it's not gonna be because of Pollard and Rico and Deuce Vaughn and Hunter Lemke. I don't think it's gonna be because of it. I really do believe it's gonna be because of that ripping these guys apart. I can see. Let me make it even worse. See, this where it's gonna get crazy. All right, give me how many touchdowns will Dak Prescott throw? I'll start it off. I see 3. I see 3 touchdowns by Dak Prescott Sunday night. How many of y'all think? Because it's going to be by the passing game. Their secondary is weak. Their secondary is weak. There's no question about it. Their secondary is weak. Talib, you with me? Talib says 3. How many? It's going to be a good night for that. It's going to be a good night for that. He said, I got to see Mike McCarthy play calling and game management. He said, I can envision 24-20 game going either way. Okay. Well, then Williams sees an old-fashioned NFC East battle that come down to the end. I get it. Traditionally, when it comes to the division games, well, not us against the Giants, but I can understand that. I can understand that. I can understand it. I believe that Mike McCarthy knows that the mismatch is between our wide receivers and their secondary, and I think he's gonna exploit that. I don't think he's gonna try to ram the ball down their throat and all that kind of stuff. I just don't see that. Because I don't think it's going to work too well too early in the game. We're going to have to wear those guys down. They're good. Their defensive line is good. That's not the way to attack them. You can attack them. You can beat them by the secondary. That's why I say Joe says 25. I guess you were trying to do 300 yards. He said 4 touchdowns. 350 yards, 25 or 30, that's what he said. 4 touchdowns, 350 yards. For that. Hey. I think that's the way to attack them. I still ain't seen, so most of everybody saying at least 3. But Talib was the only one that didn't Joe. So I said 3. Talib said 3 touchdowns for Dak. Joe says 4 for that. Eddie says, that's my friend, that all I want to know, are you going to beat my 49ers? Well, that's week 5. I deal with week 5 when he get here. I got to make sure I got all my guys, the horses, to run the race. It's a long way to go before week 5. I'll answer it then. Terry says 2 touchdowns, 250 yards. So that means, Terry, that you believe that the running game is going to be on fire, or you believe that the defense is just going to shut these guys down uh, to the point that it ain't going to require Dak to really do something. See, on that note, um, I mean, he gonna have 4 running backs. I mean, he can try to shove it down their throat if that's the game plan. I just don't think that's the matchup, the best matchup to attack them. There's nobody in their secondary that you're scared of. The Giants. There's nobody that we're scared of. Nobody. Shouldn't be. If Michael Gallup line up against their third cornerback, guess what? He's better than them. CeeDee Lamb is better than their first cornerback. Brandon Cooks is going to be better than their number 2 cornerback. I mean, I just can't. That's the matchup. And keep in mind now, Terry, the only reason I'm saying this is because keep in mind, they think, especially McCarthy now, they think Dak Prescott is that type of dude now. So they're not scared to not to give him the ball now. They ain't scared of that. They really do believe he's that guy. So they're going to let him be the guy. They're going to let him throw it. Next week, I can fast forward to that. We will try to run the ball a whole lot against the Jets because the Jets have a dynamic secondary led by, of course, Sauce Gardner. It is what it is. The Jets going to have, they loaded everywhere on every level of the defense. D-line, linebacker, cornerback. They're loaded. It's going to be a completely different game plan next week. It will be. But this week here, this ain't kind of hard for me to figure out. Terry say we running. Terry say we going to run. You got to hit these guys in the mouth early. You got to take control of the line scrimmage real early. That's going to be interesting. They do have a real good D-line. They do. I will give them credit for that. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how both Quinn and McCarthy attack the Giants. It's going to be interesting, especially Quinn. I'm just speaking in terms of Darren Waller. Darren Waller scares me. He does. Darren Waller scares me. Saquon scares me too, but I've seen us against Saquon. I know what we can do against him. And that don't mean that, it automatically, that we're going to stop him. It's just that I've seen us against Saquon without a run, a great run defense team. We handle him pretty good. And he'll break one every now and then. But other than that, that's that one play or so that he might break one. We pretty much have him under control. But Darren Waller, he's a problem. William Keefe, that's what I was trying to say. William Keefe agrees with me. He say Mike McCarthy love to throw the rock. It's the truth. It's the truth. Today says if we are able to run the ball somewhat successfully, that will open it up more for Dak in the passing game. So Joe may be right. Dak will throw for 350 plus and 4 touchdowns. And keep in mind, Dak is going to get the ball out quick, but he also is going to go down the field a lot. That's what the West Coast does. All of just them Kellen Moore curl routes, and that's all you saw. That ain't going to quite be, that ain't all McCarthy got to bring. So the ball will get pushed down the field. I'm just saying. I really believe we're going to destroy these guys. And I'm not saying it because I'm a homer. I'm just saying I don't see why we can't, the game got to be played. I get that. But The Giants just don't belong, man. They don't. Giants don't belong. I'm convinced of that. I can't wait for it. All right. All right. That's all I got to offer to y'all tonight. By the way, great win. Most of y'all saw most of y'all saw my nephew play. Wyoming Cowboys made a great comeback against Texas Tech. Won in double overtime. My nephew was on the field. He was on the field. I played about 30 plays. He didn't get a catch, but he did a pretty good job blocking from the wide receiver position. He just got there in June, and from my understanding, after talking to his father, he's still learning the playbook. So, it's time. But for him to get his first game there, and got about 20 to 30 plays. I'm sorry, I don't know the actual count, but he was on the field a whole lot. I'm proud of what they did. Happy for them. Next week they play Nebraska in, I believe in Wyoming, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they play Wyoming, and you guys, if you're watching next week, look for number 2, Devin Body Jr. That was there. The other game, of course, that everybody's talking about is, of course, Colorado upsetting TCU. Of course, Coach Prime walked the walk and talked the talk, and ain't nobody can really say nothing. He did what they said they were going to do. His son, sorry if that's y'all first time seeing him play, but Shador been doing this for 2 years now. So the numbers are there. I was glad that he got a chance to do that on a national platform where everybody was watching. This is what Shador Sanders, the quarterback, has been doing for a while. There's a lot of y'all first time seeing Travis Hunter play. No surprise. Travis Hunter is a different type of dude. Different. Different. Real different. He's not regular. He's been blessed by God above to do some things that just normal people can't do on the football field. He's different. He's going to be a top pick in the draft, top first round, top 5 or 6 pick in the draft. He's going to be different once his time comes. Colorado put them, we ain't saying they're going to the national championship, but that's a pretty good, strong start for Dion. No doubt about it. All right. Phone line is open. Real quick. Let's talk real quick. I got time for some. Go ahead and call in. There's the number, 901-654-6853. You can go ahead and call in, and let's see if everybody's thinking what I'm thinking. I'm saying a blowout. Hey, Tori, I see you. What's going on? Thanks for popping in. I'm going to be on fire this is going to be incredible. The season starts. Y'all going to see me a lot. The season beginning, so we're going to see a lot of each other, whether it's by video. Of course, I'm going to be live, but because of my schedule now, especially with my son playing and I'm one of his coaches, my schedule's kind of been changed too. So I'll say it again. At the end of the show, you're going to see the days that I come on for the football season, at least my son's football season. Be just prepared to adjust if you don't mind. I don't know exactly what day I'll really be able to come on. If I come on Monday night, I may have to skip that and come on maybe Tuesday nights instead, while my son season is going. That'll give me the total freedom. Um, Reason why is because his practice on Mondays begins at 6:30. My time usually coming on at 7. There's no way in the world I'll be able to do that. And then once we get home, it's gonna be pretty late, 8 o'clock, and then gotta make sure he got his homework done, and bath and all that kind of stuff, and you know. So I'm gonna be a coach and a daddy, so y'all gonna have to forgive me. Just keep the notifications on when live notifications, and it'll pop up on your phone or whatever you're doing. If you're on your computer, you'll see that I'm live. Just be prepared for that, and I'll give you a notice during the day of what day I'm coming on, so it won't be a total shock or whatever when I come on. Again, the phone line is open. If y'all don't want to call in, I'm cool. I can get ready to go. And believe this, guess what? I'm gonna be up tonight. I've been a part of a fantasy football draft for the last 20 years with my guys, and we get on our draft tonight. Guess what time it's supposed to start? 10:30. What? Now y'all know how long it take to do a fantasy draft, unless you just gonna do auto draft. I mean, see, that was good 20 years ago. Starting the draft at 10:30. Most of us are about the same age now. Most of us are now 50 plus years old. Look, 10:30 too late. And a couple of them on here now. It's too late to be done about a fantasy draft starting at 10:30 at night now. It's too late. Hello? It's too late at night. I don't need to be getting to bed at 12. Got to get up at 5:40. Start preparing to go to work. Got to be at work by 7:20. Come on, man. Now, see, I ain't complaining about that 20 years ago. You said 10:30. You could have said 12 o'clock at the draft. I'd have been cool. But now, hey, I struggle past 8:30. Like right now. No, I don't do all those drafts. Like it's 8:23 right now. Man, look, I feel like something coming on me right now. I said 8:30, man. Look, my body is trained. Something go on right about 8:30. I be looking at the TV and the TV just be looking at me. My head start bobbing and all that kind of stuff, I don't know. So I might need to just take a nap now, just so I can get up at 10:30. I might need to do that. No, I ain't gonna do that, because if I do that, I ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna miss the draft. So I got a lot of, my night ain't over with yet. Okay. All right, ain't nobody called in. All right, so I'll let you in on one thing and then I'm done. I am now, the Big Time Show has this, well, it's not the first time. I am sponsored by, you're in line, Keith. Now you laughing, but I'm gonna be honest with you. That's not a bad pick. That maybe not as a start. Well, not he. I can kind of look around maybe in the, cause everybody early gonna pick Kelsey, T.J. Hawkinson, Mark Andrews. Some may even pick up Kyle Pitts. Waller might be there in the 4th, 5th round. Might. Oh, you just got to Tennessee, Terry? Okay. Where you at in Tennessee? Where are you, Terry, in Tennessee? Where you at? What part of Tennessee are you in? You're not in Memphis, I know. Because if you're in Memphis, you got to come see me, man. I'd love to shake your hand. Now, if you're in Nashville, I just talk to you like this, because I ain't coming to Nashville to shake your hand. They're in Kingsport, Tennessee. That's east. That's the East Tennessee. That's past Nashville. Are you close to Knoxville, Terry? Are you on that side or are you on the far end close to South Carolina and all that kind of stuff? The far end of Tennessee. Where you at? Are you past Knoxville? I think Terry's a truck driver, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is. Y'all pray for Terry. Truck driver. That's you gotta be a different breed to do that. Okay. I'm waiting on you, Terry. I'm interested to know where Kingsport is. I don't. Yep, 70 miles. I thought so. I thought that was close away. So you're on the east side of Tennessee. So you about you may be somewhere around probably 400 miles away from me. Maybe somewhere in that area. Maybe a little bit more. Yep. Pop from Tennessee, Rocket Top fan. I know you like the Tigers. No, William, I'm different, man. I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan. I do like Memphis though, but I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan. That's my team. Been that way since 1982. Michigan Wolverine fan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We gonna holler at y'all. 19 years trucking. Yeah, you used to it. Terry said he been doing this for 19 years. And hey, when you say a veteran, that's a veteran. No doubt about it. That's awesome, Terry. We're gonna call Terry. I make Terry, you may have to. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Terry. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I promise. Since you did. Okay, we'll get that done. Terry, I'm gonna inbox you. All right, just look for it. Got you. All right, done. I plan on coming on again before Sunday night. This game. It may be Sunday afternoon. Well, no, because my game. I'll be here Saturday for sure. 3:00. Saturday afternoon, 3:00. We'll do that. And I might come on a little bit before the game. It's hype time now. You can feel it. It's showtime. The Chiefs and the Lions started off Thursday night. It's countdown time right after that. Can't wait. This is what we've been waiting on, y'all. Showtime. The quest for 6 begins. All right. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Go ahead and put your hands together now. Y'all know how we do it. Go ahead and get your hands on it. Thank you, William. I'm gonna try my best. That's a 20-year league that we in. Out of the 20 years, I won it twice. I'm playing with guys that know what they're doing. It's a keeper league as well. We get to keep, which makes it so different because we keep 2 players from the previous year. So you can imagine, and there's 12 of us. So, I mean, all the top players are gone. And whoever's on the board first, I mean, we talking God knows who, because I don't even know what their keepers are. So it's going to start off with a bang. I got all the hand claps going. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for supporting the show. Your presence alone shows that you support the show. Is big, y'all. It's big. The show is moving. Oh, that's what I was about to tell you. First, well, now, not the first, but now, I am sponsored in a sense by Amazon. So I'll be having some links on here. Stuff like this. I saw this, y'all. I just want to say, now this is not it, okay? This is not it, but you're gonna see me doing stuff like this, like that. So I'll be having QR codes on here. It won't be no donate or nothing like that. I'm just saying I can change all that and get I'll be selling products and all that kind of stuff on here. Um, so I'm excited about that. You say show is progressing. That's all I'm telling you. By Amazon. So I'm excited about that. I got to get that going. Um, and then I got another one that's on the way, I believe. Uh, it's gonna be awesome, y'all. Get ready. Big time show advancing, y'all. Not being braggadocious is just a true blessing. That things are happening for the show. And it's because of you guys. I appreciate you. All right. Let's get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Podbean. Thank you for those that listen. Tell somebody that it's almost showtime. Until I see you the next time, this has been the one and only, the Big Time Show. Let's groove out of here.